If you haven't been reading The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 42 just dropped this last week, and man, you are missing out. This is a book that I think you guys definitely want to check out this week, and that's what we're going to be talking about in today's comic book review. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. I am your host, Trinity. Thank you all so much for being here today. I do greatly appreciate that. As I said, we are going to be going over Amazing Spider-Man issue number 42 today. This book is being written by Nick Spencer. The art is being done by Ryan Ottley, and you guys know how much I love Ryan Ottley's art in these Spider-Man books. It's absolutely great. I can't wait to see more of it. He needs to stay on this book. I love it. He's great at drawing Spider-Man. Some of the human faces I could, it's almost maybe he spends too much time on them. Maybe they look a little too cartoony. I don't know. But whatever it is about Ryan Ottley and what he does, I love Ryan Ottley's art. It's great stuff. The inker is Cliff Rathburn. The colorist is Nathan Fairbairn. And VC's Joe Caramagna is the letterer. Ryan Ottley and Nathan Fairbairn are the cover artists. I'll show you those names right there. Now, the reason I say that this book is definitely worth checking out is, Amazing Spider-Man has been kind of a crazy journey here through these 42 issues. I guess it's been a little over 2 years ago, maybe right about 2 years ago that this started. It's a bi-monthly book, so we're getting about 2 books a month. Well, I guess not at this point, but hey, that's beside the point. You guys know what I mean, all right? Don't get smart with me. So it's really kind of been a roller coaster ride. It started off really great and it kind of started dipping down. Then it's kind of been up and down, just kind of flowing, ebbs and flows, I guess you could say. And this book, issue number 42, was a really great book. I like this one. Nick Spencer seems to really be in his element when he's writing a book just like this one. This book is mostly, we can see here, it's True Champions, part 2. So it's the first issue, of this arc, I guess you could say, started back in issue number 41, and it's a story that actually started a while back in the Amazing Spider-Man series, where we see that Mayor Wilson Fisk is after he's trying to get a hold of Boomerang, because Boomerang has some information that he wants, and he's kind of been stopping at nothing to get it from Boomerang. Boomerang is now Peter Parker's roommate. Fred Meyer is Boomerang's alias, if you will. He now lives with Peter Parker. They're roommates, and now they're essentially teammates. And that's what we get in this book, where Spider-Man and Boomerang, in issue number 41, they were kind of teaming up together to kind of kick some butt and get out of a situation, so they could talk. And that's when Boomerang started telling Peter Parker about the situation and why Mayor Fisk was after him. And what it turns out is that Fred Meyer has this map inside of him that was given to him by this he's more like a curator, almost like a museum curator, I guess you could say. He works maybe for the city, and he was taking ancient artifacts and he would basically like bury them, make sure that they were safe, so they wouldn't fall into the wrong hands. Well, they got this one. What was it called? I think it's called the Lifeline tablet, is what they were calling it. Let me see if I can find that here. And it's something that's been around before. Apparently, it's been kind of a big deal, and it was broke up into pieces. Is what it was. Let's see. The Lifeline tablet. This is from issue number 41 right here, where we get a little bit of the backstory on it. And that's what Mayor Fisk is after Boomerang for, because this guy he used this spell that he was taught by Doctor Strange to put it into Fred Meyer. Like, he set this spell, so Fred Meyer has this map inside of him of these broken fragments of the Lifeline tablet hidden throughout New York City, where this guy had hid them so nobody could find them. So Mayor Fisk is after him. And that's kind of what the setup has been. Amazing Spider-Man, like I said, it's been kind of up and down. There was about 5 issues. I went back and did a little bit of research just so I wasn't trashing all these books. Like, there was a series in there, I think from about issue number 30 to about like 35, where Amazing Spider-Man was tying into like Absolute Carnage, 2099. It was a very bad time in Amazing Spider-Man. So if you hopped off during that time, you guys need to get back on. I would suggest go back out, get like issue number 36, 35, 36, start right around there when the story starts really getting good again. J. Jonah Jameson obviously knows Peter Parker's his identity. They've been fighting and having this kind of been at odds as they're kind of growing in their relationship here together with this, I guess, this newfound discovery that J. Jonah Jameson knows who that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. So it's been very interesting. But what I like about this issue number 42 here, is Nick Spencer. This is really a throwback to a book that he did not too long ago. They did a book when they were doing The Hunted, which I believe started around issue 16. And basically Kraven had trapped Spider-Man and a bunch of other, how would you say, like animal totems, if you will, in Central Park, and was hunting them. And we got it. They did these series of issues where they were like the regulars. You had like issue 16, issue 17, issue 18, issue 19, and then they had some that were these tie-in issues that were .hu. Like they had 17.hu, 18.hu, and they did one. I believe it was 19.hu that was about Gibbon, and it was a really, really sad story about one of Spider-Man's longtime, I guess you could say, one of his villains, and it was a very touching story about Gibbon, and it was quite sad. It was quite sad as we kind of learned about this person who is essentially a bad guy, but it was kind of a complicated thing. Like, they make you feel sorry for this bad guy and the situation and everything that's going on, and I know we shouldn't do that, but it was a good story setting up kind of what he had been through, and that's all good. The same thing happened in this book with Gog here on the cover. I don't really know about Gog or anything, don't know a whole lot of the history, but this book was really great. We get some history of Gog throughout here, and this right here, I'm telling you, this is like the second page of the book. This is like the most words in this entire book. A lot of it is very is not wordy. A lot of it is set up like this, where we're learning about Gog, his origins, what he's been doing, what he's been up to, and kind of what his mission is in life is, and what he's like, why he is the way he is. Very interesting story here. I like this. It's very heart touching. Now I say this is a throwback to that. I think it was 19.hu episode with issue with Gibbon, where the Gibbon one was actually really sad. It made me like seriously, like, it was a tearjerker. It made me want to cry. I don't think I did cry when I was reading that one, but it made me want to. It was a very heartfelt story. This is the same thing. It has writing in here. The stories are really great. A lot of it's just told through what's going on, where we see that Gog here, he was just a little guy, and he had a friend. He was basically taken away from his family, and then he got charged with protecting the lifetime tablet, the tablet I was just talking about a minute ago. Very good. And now he was thought to have been gone. He was thought to have been sent back to his home world, but now he's back. And I'm telling you, like, this book doesn't have a whole lot in it, but it's really great character building, really great storytelling here through a lot of visuals, and even just like the story itself that those visuals are telling. Really great stuff. This is one I think definitely worth a buy. Like I said, the Amazing Spider-Man has kind of been a roller coaster over these last 42 issues, but I'm telling you, issue number 42 really brings it back. Nick Spencer doing a great job writing this style of a book, writing these kind of tales where, like, you actually feel bad for these people, even though they are seemingly bad people, and that's not always a good thing. But here in this situation, I don't know. I think we see some of those justifications in what's going on. But I don't know, guys. Let me know down in the comments below. Have you read Amazing Spider-Man issue number 42? If not, why not? Have you been reading Amazing Spider-Man? Did you drop off of it? Let's talk about it down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video today, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Second Street Marvel. If you're not already, please make sure you subscribe, click the little bell, all of that good stuff. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down if you don't like it. That's just weird if you don't. I'm just talking about a comic book here. I didn't even share any strong opinions on it. It's all good. But while you're at it, make sure you share it with a friend and invite them to come hang out with us here on the Second Street Marvel. You all have a very good day. Have a great rest of your week. Go out and read some great comic books. If you can't get into your LCS, buy them on digital. But if you have an LCS near you, please make sure you get out and support them. You all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video. Later.